What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup today, Maple Finance. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right. The last time that we talked about this token, let's see, when was it? It was probably right at the low, actually. Syrup Finance deadline day for the merge, April 30th. Yes, was the day. We were very bullish on syrup, actually. On this day, I remember talking about it. We were actually very, very bullish, and that was the low, which was kind of weird, right? And I remember saying it in that video that oftentimes, with a merge event, you would expect some kind of bullish anticipation. You pump into the event, and then you sell the news. But because we sold into the event, we might buy the news, and buy the news we did. That was a very clear area to buy from. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but this thing has been on a move ever since, and I do believe that we're coming to an end here pretty soon. I do believe we have more to grow. I think that we're at a clear area of resistance now. We were at a clear area of support before, being pretty oversold in the RSI too, right? Getting some volume coming in, but we weren't going anywhere. Just everything made sense that we would bounce here. I wonder even on the fibs. I think that there was some significance on the fibs, right? High to low, right there at the 382. I mean, it's perfect, man. I couldn't make a better story if I wanted to. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I do think that we're going to stop here pretty soon. Looking at the 4-hour RSI, we're very bullish, very, very, very strong. Bouncing off the overbought zone is a good look. We had some volume come in. We're not really going anywhere, right? It seems like we're at this area of resistance, and we've been here for about a day now, a little bit under a day now, and we're just not going anywhere. This is a big candle here. We've got 18 minutes, 50 seconds left, and we're only up 3% without, or I shouldn't say we're only up 3%. We're up 3%, but it's a big candle relative to these candles here. And yet we have some of the least volume that we've seen, actually the lowest volume that we've seen since this candle here. So I think that this will get sold into. I think this is setting us up for bearish divergence, and we will likely retrace this move overall. Where are we going to go if we retrace this move from a low to a high? Low to a high here. The expectation would be down to about 16.15 cents at the 382, perhaps even just a little bit below there. It's very, very common to do, especially in strong endeavors. So my expectation would be either you bounce right off the 382 or maybe you go a little bit below. Being at about 18 cents now, the expectation would be that you drop down to about 16.15 cents. So that's about a 10% drop. You could go all the way to your golden ratio. Sure, you could go down to 15 cents, 14.7 cents, 14.69 cents, whatever. Something in that area is fine. I do expect that Maple's going to continue to run. Syrup is going to continue to run here, maple syrup, and it's just going to take a momentary break over the coming days, whatever. 1 hour time frame, 1 hour RSI looks super bullish, but again, man, you're getting all this volume at the top. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. Here you are moving back up, and you're not getting any volume. Very indicative, at least in my opinion, that you're not going to go up. Here you were moving up, and what you do, you got volume. Here it's not even close. So yes, you're probably getting set up for bearish divergence on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and then on the daily time frame here. You even actually do have double bearish divergence with this high, lower high, lower high, high, higher high, higher high. That's double bearish divergence, but I don't think that you're going to drop like any significant amount from here, right? I don't think that's going to happen. I think that something around 16 cents, 15 cents, something like that. You're at about 18 cents now, so a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower. What are you doing overall again? I want to see low to high here. Maybe you go all the way down to 15.2 cents at your 236 there. Find support there and then continue to build. That could happen. I could see that happening. That 236 area, if we put a line right there and then we delete the fib so we can just see with our seeing eyeballs here. You've got resistance at this area here, a little bit of support in that area as well. It might be more obvious on a 4-hour time frame. Support there, resistance there, resistance there, resistance there, support right there, right? It's somewhat significant. It could be the area that you go to. 15.3. What is that on your relative fibs here? That's right below the 0.5, not as common. If you were to go to 15.3, I would just make the argument that you're more likely to go to 15 cents. But anything between 15 cents and 16 cents, I'm okay with that. I think that that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't think I have anything else that I want to talk about. Right? Let's see. Hold on real quick. Yeah, we're talking about a 10.2% drop at a minimum to maybe a not even a 20% drop at the maximum. Whenever it comes time to growing higher, whenever it comes time to moving up higher, I do have very bullish expectations for this thing. Syrup, if we're looking at it, it's at a relatively low market cap here at about $191 million. You have a lot of potential for growth with this thing. You could absolutely see a 5x, a 10x, more than that over the coming months. If we look at Syrup here with, can we do that? Let's do it on Maple. Let's do this. We're going to look at Maple. even though it's an old one. It's no longer relevant. The history is relevant, right? This history is syrup's history. I wish there was a way that they could program that into a syrup's price action. But from a high to a low, where you are now, by the end of June, my expectation would be that you're probably around here, man. Which that's about a 12x from here. At $163 for syrup, that'd be $1.63, right? Because it's a 100, it's a 1 to 100 ratio there for syrup to maple. So, or maple to syrup, 1 to 100, yeah. That would be your target area right there. That doesn't mean you have to stop there. You could stop at lower prices. We take a high here to a low here. Perhaps what you do is you stop at the 1618 here, and you get a 6x, a 7x, something like that. Maybe you stop between a 10x and a 12x. You don't quite get to a 12x. Maybe you go higher, but you definitely got some high potential, even at your minimum standard of what would be about it like almost a 7x there. You're still outperforming most cryptos by a very large degree. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not at this price anymore. Oh, I'm sorry. That's see, I got mixed up. We're at about 18 cents, so that'd be about $18 for Maple. My bad, you guys. 5x instead of a 6x. 5x is still outperforming most coins. And that 12x actually turns into a 9x. My bad. So 9x, maybe you see something that is at a 13x over here. If you were to go to the 1414 or the 2272, oftentimes you actually do increase above that a little bit. So 15x could be at hand here or beyond. You can really see some crazy growth with something like this. I do think DeFi is going to take off. I think that protocols like this are going to really shine over the coming months. That's my expectation, at least. I don't think that I have anything else that I want to say. So hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Again, I'm not saying that syrup is going to go to $397. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Maple would go there if Maple still existed, but syrup is the new one, right? Syrup here. Syrup. Am I spelling it right? Yeah. Syrup is the new one, and instead of $163, instead of whatever that price would be, what is this here? $397, it would be $3.97 or $1.69, something like that. Yeah, so don't get confused in that there. Let me see here, right? Because again, 18 cents now for Maple was $18, but it's at a 100 to 1 ratio. All that to say, guys, I know I'm having a hell of an ending here, but I think that we're going to find some turbulence soon. I think we are going to move down, and where we're going to move down to is about 16 to 15 cents. Yeah, I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.